So here's my 3-minute take on why I'm not completely sold with Gavin Newsom running for president in 2028. I'm a registered Democrat, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to vote for him in the Democratic primary. Now, recently, Gavin Newsom was asked about APAC money on a recent podcast that he went on. And his response was very telling. He said, "I find that question interesting." The interviewer doubled down and he said, "Well, I find it interesting because you're the first person to ask me about this," which to me shows how out of touch Gavin Newsom is with the Democratic base and also outside the base, the American people. This is a hot topic, and he had no response, which I appreciate because it showed me where his cards lie. And I was like, I don't like this. He does not understand the current concerns of the demographic. We've seen this with President Trump, Biden, as people express the concerns about cost of living, and both administrations really didn't pay attention and are currently not paying attention under Trump. So I was like, is this just going to be a repeat? Because right now I see that you're out of touch. I think that you're going to do the same when you're president. So then there is the playing nice guy, right? So Gavin Newsom had this podcast early days that he had lots of MAGA influencers or spokespersons, very prevalent individuals in the MAGA space going on his show. And he was praising them on like how they've been running and their messaging. And I found that really insulting because at the same time, the Trump administration, MAGA, are targeting Black people, targeting disabled people, targeting women, targeting trans people, targeting immigrants. This is you playing nice. This is not the time to play nice. This is the time to stand up for the American people and those especially who are being targeted by this administration. And then there is the fact that Gavin Newsom has nothing to lose. Yes, recently he's doing posts against Donald Trump and all those things, but that's because he has his eye on running for president. Now, there's a huge issue during the Democratic primary and also the presidential run that Gavin Newsom will have to answer for. And that's the California issue. California, just like the United States, is a huge powerhouse economic-wise. And California is facing a lot of the similar issues that the United States is facing. So nationally, so there's the high cost of living, there's the homelessness issue, there's the gap in wealth, the middle class is struggling, and there's job losses. So if you can't resolve that in California, how are you going to translate to getting any solutions nationally? That's going to be a real problem for him. Not to mention, it's the home place of the tech industry, which is currently destroying this country with AI introduction and, of course, eventually robotics. I don't know.